You go up to someone on the beach. The first thing you need to do is you need to get their attention. What a lot of dudes will do is they'll come up, they'll start talking when you're half paying attention. And by the time you're like, turn around, you'll go, what? And that's the worst possible reply because you don't even know what the fuck was been said. So the first thing you do is get their attention. Me personally, I'm a big dude. So I have to get their attention in a very calm, slow, cool way. So I'm like, excuse me. Very like, don't be worried. I'm not going to attack you. Right? Like, excuse me.
So we're going to concede that she lost, right? She failed miserably?
No, there was a few mistakes. There was a few mistakes.
Canadian baby.
All right. If anyone else wants to try, we'll do it again. Jay, do you want to try again after this scenario? Okay.
Once you have their attention, what I personally say, and I know this is cliche, everyone's expecting some amazing line, but it's really not a line. I want to make my intention clear from the beginning. So, excuse me. I just want to say you are absolutely beautiful. And I say it, and I look them in the eyes. I'm all bitch. I will look you directly in the eyes when I tell you you're beautiful. I'm not a punk. I'm not afraid of nobody. I make my intention clear. The reason I say that is because 99% of the time, unless the girl's a fucking cunt as a person, the only thing she can really say is thank you. She has to say something positive, right? So we've started. Let's look at this from a human psychology perspective. Now I'm a stranger, but the first interaction is positive. True or false? Right? So I've come over and said, you're absolutely beautiful. And she says, thank you. I said, you're welcome. I just wanted to come and tell you that. I'm sure you hear it all the time. And I was wondering if I could have your Instagram. The reason I asked for an Instagram is because it's a far less personal than a phone number. If you ask for a phone number, very few people have her phone number. But every random motherfucker already follows her on Instagram. So why would she say no? So she gives it to you. And this is human psychology. She's already said thank you. It's already positive. Now she's giving you her Insta, which everyone else has. And after she gives me her Insta, this is the true test.
Okay.
Gentlemen, pay attention.
Period.
I'll say thank you for that. My name is Andrew Tate. And I'll shake her hand. And I will delay for 2 seconds. And the reason I will delay is this. If she says, okay, then she ain't interested. If she goes, okay, what's your name? No, I ask when she tells me her name back. This is the skill to the game. I'll say, let me flip it around, right? I take her Instagram. I say, what's your name? Let's say she says, Jade. I'm a Eurocentric bubba. No, I'm joking. Jade. I'll say, it's nice to meet you, Jade. I'll shake her hand. And I'll wait 2 seconds. If she says, what's your name? She's on it. If she wants to know my name back, it's done. Game over. 100% in the bag. If she says, my name's Jade, and shakes my hand, I wait 2 seconds, she doesn't say shit, she ain't really on it. Which tells me a lot about how I need to play the Insta game, because now I got her Insta, right? So I'll say, so what's your name? She'll say, Jade. All right, cool, shake hands. Boom. We shake hands. If she says, and yours? Then I know it's in the bag. If you want to know my name, it's over. That's the basic psychology of approaching a girl. Make sure it's a positive interaction. Make sure you're confident. Look her in the eyes. Calm, slow, smooth. Make sure it starts out happy. Ask for an Instagram because phone numbers are too personal. And then ask her name.
Agreed.
If she asks your name back, it's on. If she doesn't, you can still message her on Insta, but you have to understand she really ain't that into you. That is the psychology of approaching a girl on the beach. If you think I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But that's how I would do it.
I'm not mad at it.
I agree.
But if she asks her name back, it could be also because she's just polite.
Okay, hey. No, it's also because she could be polite. But in my experience with women, they're polite to guys they at least semi are interested in. I'm telling you, girls are not polite to guys they don't like. Because I'll tell you that for sure, right? So if I say, what's your name? And she says, Mary, whatever. And I say, oh, Mary, very, very nice to meet you. And I pause for a few seconds and she just looks at me like, what the fuck you want? Then I'll know. If she says, and you? I'll say, oh, my name is actually Andrew Tate. In fact, my name's not actually Andrew. My name's Emery. But I tell everyone my name's Andrew. I'm going to tell you why on Instagram.
Okay.
And you know what? You know how you play with chicks?
How?
All you fuckers are nosy. And if I give you something like that, a little drop like that, like, I'll tell you later on Instagram, you're going to be like, what? Weird. But you'll be curious enough to at least find the message. Like, what the fuck? This motherfucker's talking shit. Let me look. Because you're all nosy.
Yes.
Now we're a stage further. Now you read the DM. You understand? That's the game as a man. You need to slowly play it. And I'm saying this not because I shouldn't say this kind of thing to girls. But I'm saying to all the guys watching, you need to involve. The biggest mistake men make is they don't involve any mystery in their game. They're so busy trying to brag. They remove the mystery from the game. If I say to a girl, listen, I've told you my name is Andrew, but that's not actually my name. My name is actually Emery, and I'm going to explain to you on Instagram. If I say that to a girl, they're like, What?
Who are you?
But okay, well, what the fuck this? But it's the curiosity.
Correct.
It's the curiosity. Have you ever said to a chick, "I want to tell you something. I'll tell you later." They can't stand that shit. They can't stand it. You need to involve that in your game. I know I'm giving away too much here. I know all the girls are not looking at me like this motherfucker. No, I'm not touching it. But it's the truth. So when even if you approach a girl in real life on the beach, etc., you need to involve a little bit of mystery, a little bit of finesse in the game. Too many dudes are going up saying, "Hi, I'm CEO." Shut up. That's weak. It's weak, right? You need to involve some mystery in the game. So that's how I'd approach a girl on the beach. Because in my experience, if you tell a girl she's beautiful, it's very hard for her to reply negatively. True. It's very hard for her to not give an Instagram because everyone has it anyway. And the worst that can happen is she doesn't ask your name back. Then you know your position. You know she really ain't that into you. No big deal. It's been a positive interaction all around. She's been happy. She got told she was beautiful. Everyone's happy. No big deal. Bounce. No big deal. That's
it. Be able to take the L's. Sure. Anyone else want to try and fail? Try and try.
I've told everyone what to do now.
Yeah, now the ladies know. I don't know.
Yeah, they know what to do now.
Everything you said makes sense. We can't.
Jade, you gonna take the L?
Not today.
I didn't take the L if I didn't do it.
My thing is because she got mad at me when I said women don't know how to help guys.
I mean, to be fair, we never did it, and we never had to do it, so we don't have practice. So I guess
I'm not mad. I can only speak from my experience.
Yeah, it proves that it's hard. Yeah.
I made a statement at the beginning of the show. I said women are not equipped to help men with dating and or attracting women. Some of you guys gave me the crazy eye because I like to look around the table when I say that, and then we just put it to the test. And quite frankly, a lot of you guys filled on your face.
Wait.
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Never.
Because how 4 hours now?
Yeah, 4 hours.
Damn.
We are about to hit 4 hours and 10 seconds.
Period. 500K, guys.
Be going long.
I've been drinking for 8 hours. I only have about 8 hours left. I wonder do the girls have any questions for us? Are we allowed to ask them that?
Shit, yeah. We'll turn it to ladies. And we got 600 people watching right now, by the way, which is fucking crazy.
That's
retention.
wow. 3, yeah.
At this crazy time, like the video, guys. Get us up to at least 9,000 likes, man. Come on.
Ask a question. I'm really curious.
Yeah, ask a question, but
I've been a very big fan for like
talking the mic, please.
Talking the mic, please.
I've been a very big fan for long.
No,
of course. But like, what makes you guys like come up with these perspectives when they're like so generalized? That's always been my biggest question. Because of course, you guys are from Miami. So you guys know how Miami bitches are, but like I'm from Orlando. I don't know how Orlando bitches are. Y'all don't know how Orlando bitches are. So what makes you come up with these assumptions that girls are what they are?
Because here's the thing: just because the hardware is different doesn't mean the software is different.
Explain.
Women, if you take 100 women, they all think extremely alike. As much as you guys want to sit there and say that we're special and we're different, no, you bitches are all the same. Okay. No offense, not you girls, literally.
No, of course.
But women are just like girls say all niggas are the same. All bitches are the same too. We're human beings. We have
normal.
A certain programmed amount of behaviors that are similar to the person next to us. So the reality is there's certain attraction triggers that women universally find attractive in men. Yes, are there some anomalies that might not care about security at this point in their life, or some other features that women don't care about as much? Yes, but in general, women look for the same features in men universally. Okay, so
okay.
If you understand what women are attracted to universally,
okay,
and you can reach a certain level with your money, your finances, your security, your confidence, getting in shape, etc., you're going to be a better prospect for a larger majority of women. And here's the beauty as a guy. If you do the work, it's exceptional because there's not many men that do the work.
Of course.
So many men are mediocre that if you put yourself in the top 20%, you are miles ahead of a lot of other guys.
That's mine.
So that's the thing. The problem is that with the men, you have to do the work. With women, you guys don't have to do the work. You guys just exist and get male attention. For you guys, the work is with figuring out which guys are cap and which guys aren't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Also, we're in the game right now.
Agree. Y'all are beautiful with
that. We see patterns of how women move. And as a guy starting from the bottom up, like I didn't have always easy. It was all really super hard. So I learned certain things to do to increase my, I want to say, attractiveness in terms of like being a better person, money, even in terms of like, understanding game. And that kind of led to me understanding, you know what? If I move a certain way, I'll get a certain result. And that's game basically in a nutshell. So that's why we know in generality is how women move because we're in the dating market right now.
Another reason we generalize.
It's 2021, baby. It's so hard.
Another reason we generalize is because we deal with larger numbers.
I agree.
So a woman will sit back and chill and she'll wait for the right message on her Insta. So you might date a rapper for a couple of years and then you go with a CEO. for a couple of years. Then you go with some hippie who talking about spiritual shit for a couple of years. So completely different guys, right? So they're all completely different to you, but they had a profile that attracted you. For men, it's different. It's a numbers game. So we talk to a lot of women all the time. And when you talk to a bunch, you end up with generalizations. You end up with finding, even if it's only 51%, in fact, it's usually 95%. But my saying is, if you're talking to a lot of people trying to find the best possible result, then you're going to generalize. Because there's so many. You're talking to so many and you realize, okay, most of them think this way. Most of them want this. But it's just generalization. You women don't talk to nearly as many men as men talk to women. And that's why we end up with generalization.
Yeah. Women pick the best that they can. Guys just get what they can. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, like earlier, that's why I was kind of laughing at you, Jade, because you were like, well, it's hard for us because we get a lot of attention and everything. And I'm like, well, it's much easier to have a bunch of resumes and go through and pick the best one versus writing up the resume.
I feel like
because experience is required for said resume,
and it wasn't delivered though.
What? Say that again.
Like I've asked for a certain level of resume, and I have yet to see it.
But that proves my point even further. I'm saying dating is easier for women because you guys.
How is it easier if I have yet to see it?
I'll explain. You sit back and wait for the resume to come in. But the person that writes the resume, not only does he have to write the resume in a way that's attractive, he actually has to have the experience on the said resume. That's the difference. They have to work to put the resume together and the experience. You just
I can't
sit back
ask
and
for
pick.
what I'm not.
Exactly.
So I also have to put in the work.
Incorrect. A woman, no.
What?
Incorrect. Because
I've put in years of developing myself as a woman.
Congratulations, but it's not required. Because here's the reality. Men don't care about your personal accomplishments. Men don't care about your education.
I'm not
Men
talking
don't
about
care,
personal accomplishments or education.
But you're saying I want in a man what I'm not going to ask something of a man that I don't have in myself. And what I'm trying to say is that that's incorrect because men are not attracted to the same thing that women are at all, as a matter of fact.
Okay, that's fair.
So for you to say I should, which is fine. I mean, hey, that's awesome of you that you want to provide the same value to the man that you're trying to attract as he provides to you. But it's a little bit of a foolish endeavor, if I'm going to be honest with you, because if you're going to chase a career and make money and be educated, that's not going to hold the same merit as a man that does the same things.
But that's not the things that I'm necessarily looking for as far as personal development when I'm speaking of that. When I'm talking about personal development, I'm not talking about my career or money or none of that. I'm talking about myself, who I am, like what I can offer. If you say some wild shit, which you have said some things that are kind of wild. I mean, I'm not going to hear
Never.
I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to cuss you out, or I'm not going to retaliate by fuck you. I'm going to go fuck on, like those things, which are very often traits in a lot of people, men and women. So those are what I'm talking about as far as personal development. I'm not letting those things.
I understand that, but you know, men, what I've said is rooted in fact. I'm simply saying that that's great that you work on yourself and you're working on your personal development. However, it's not required because as a woman, your beauty comes first. So you're going to get certain opportunities afforded to you for no other fact than you have a vagina and you're an attractive young woman.
But isn't what he just said?
But let me finish.
What keeps a man and how we keep a man is based on how we think.
But remember,
and our mentality about the situation.
You're missing the point. I'm simply talking about attracting the man. Retaining is another game. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about simply attracting.
Jesus Christ.
Attracting and retaining are two different things. Attracting and retaining are two different things.
All right.
You're talking about retaining. I'll work on myself.
I'm talking about both.
Well, we're talking about attracting. That's solely all I was talking about. And when I said that a woman can't necessarily give you advice, it comes down to the attracting portion. Because women don't really understand what it takes to be attractive as a man. You know what? You'll respond to it. You'll know what's attractive when it happens, but you can't necessarily articulate or teach a man how to do it, is what I'm trying to say. And it was proven just now.
All right, Jade. All right,
we got AK in the building.
AK in the house.
I love the fuckery over here.
I love it.
Yo, her face been tight for the last hour. I love it. Listen, I didn't come here to take the show over you. I know I'm long-winded. I just came here to. My brothers just hit 500K. Y'all gotta take a shot with me, 100%.